Hello, I am Diana.
Hello,
Um, can you say who you are?
I am Angel.
Who are you to me?
I am your boyfriend.
Let's see. And current Marine, very cool in San Diego.
Oh yeah.
Um, can you tell me before the experiment your old sleeping habits?
I would usually just sleep whenever. It was all over the place. Sometimes the next day, sometimes really early in the at night.
And what are your current like what's your current living environment?
As in,
Like, um, like you're in the barracks, you have a roommate. Does he keep you up or like what's up? What's new?
no, we usually keep to ourselves. Um, just I don't know. Just sometimes you feel like sleeping. Sometimes you don't. Or like sometimes I would force myself to stay up,
Why?
because sometimes I feel like if I go to sleep, the free time, the free time that I do get, it kind of shortens by a lot.
Mm,
So by staying up, it's like I feel like I have more time to do things.
mhm. And how do you identify yourself as? It doesn't have to be like, well, that can be, but like in general, are you a student? Are you, I don't know, green belt? Like, I don't know. How would you identify yourself as?
I'm male,
hmm What rank are you?
a lance corporal.
Mhm. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Um, let's see. Um, do you think the US has a society like where where sleep is valued?
I I believe that is sleep is like one of those things where um people are like, yeah, you should get some sleep, but they don't really take that into account when it comes to like actual like part of their schedule and all.
Do you think it's for like the same reason, like they want to have like that free time that they don't usually get to themselves?
I like that would be part of it, and sometimes like the sleep schedule, can be so messed up that like you just don't feel like sleeping.
hmm Do you know of any non-US cultures sleep differences?
Hmm?
Like, do you know of like, oh, in Japan or Australia, do you know of any differences they have when it comes to sleep?
No, I have no clue.
Do you want random fun facts?
Yeah.
In Scandinavia, they will have like their little babies and they'll put them in their carriages or like Buggies, not buggies, strollers. And when the parents are out doing like errands or something, or like in the house, they like their babies to get fresh air. So for naps, they'll put them in their strollers and I don't know, put a blanket over and let them nap outside.
Outside?
Mm-hmm. You just park your kid there and let them nap. And then obviously like it changes with the weather, like when it's snowing or something. Some like you're gonna have extra blankets and I know some strollers like you can like zip it almost. Not vacuum seal them in, but like have kind of a film over so that no snow and you can put a blanket over that too and stuff. Mm, yes. Um, do you believe that somebody's cultural or societal identity, like their race, gender, age, class, role in the family or anything, changes their access or quality of sleep?
I wouldn't say I wouldn't say that. Um, hmm. You're speaking like race specifically?
Just like everything, like who, like people would, usually identify. So, like, when I asked you, oh, what do you identify as? And you thought, ah, man. Um, like, if you were to ask me, I'd say, oh, I'm a woman. I'm like mix of Latina and white. I, I don't know. I'm a student. Just everything. I don't have any kids. Do you think that all plays a role into my sleep?
I mean, I wouldn't see a reason why it would.
In general, do you think there is anything that like changes sleep quantity and or quality for people?
I feel like it would just depend on their day, like how their day goes. Because there are moments where you can lose sleep due to like stressful situations,
Hmm.
or you've done so much during the day that like you go to sleep early. Like I feel like that's like the main factor to like your sleeping schedule, just how the day makes you feel.
Yeah. Do you think people that have like children get less sleep? Do you think parents or just people that are more grown up in general need less sleep than children?
I don't know about need, but I do know that they do get less sleep than children.
Do you think
They
they should
should
get
probably be
more?
getting, yes, they should be getting more. But due to the situations that they're put into, um, it's hard for them to set up a good sleep schedule.
Mhm. And on the topic of sleep schedule, Um, with the schedule or like recommendations that I made for you, were any of the tips like completely new to you?
Um, no, not exactly. Though, I'd never before I used to think that like going to sleep at 9, that was like really early. Like I was like, who sleeps at 9?
Mm-hmm.
But but I realized that's an actual that's a good time. That's a good time, but I used to think that I was like way too early because I due to my sleeping schedule, it would always be like 11, 12.
Mm-hmm. And on average, when do you usually get up?
Around around 4 to 5.
You're running on 4 to 5 hours of sleep.
Used to think that it's just if I can get through the day, it doesn't really matter.
Mm-hmm. Of the recommended habits, um, which of them did you like really practice?
The the 9 p.m. The 9 p.m. sleep. Like that one.
Mhm,
Like sometimes I would stay up a little past 9 and like this past week, but not too much.
mhm.
Like I would go to sleep around that range of like I can between 9 and 10.
Did that seem to make any difference for you?
Um, it has actually has.
Is it just like feeling more restful or more specifically, like I know in class we talk about how sleep has been connected to like your memory or like creativity. So have you seen that for yourself?
Mm, I would I would say so.
Mm-hmm.
I don't I don't I will say that I was like in a better mood. Like I was put in a better mood. I don't know about like creative and all that, but I do know that like in general, I felt more active.
And for the plans that I kind of gave you to work off of, do you think they were realistic?
Um, I I believe so.
Mm-hmm. Do you plan on adopting any of the habits, like the 10-ish sleep time? Or was it more just to try it out and you don't actually think it'll be like a long habit?
Hmm. It's like it felt good, but yes, I have been noticing that it's kind of sleeping from 9, like that gives like a lot of sleep, a lot of sleep. But I will say that due to like um due to that like schedule,
Mm-hmm.
I started at sleeping during like in the middle of the day because like now that I'm sleeping earlier, it's like how would I describe it? Like normally I'd sleep at 12. Like that's the average. I would sleep at like 1 in the morning or 11 p.m. And now like that average is 12. It went down to 9.
So it was like a big jump.
So, so then that just made me like I would come back from work and I'd want to sleep
Mhm.
compared to before where I would stay up and I would feel like I get too much sleep. And maybe it's just me, but I get too much sleep but still feel like tired, if you know what I mean.
And at least when we would call, it seemed like you tried to do the thing where you um at least like go under your blanket or get a little less light before sleeping. Was that helpful?
Yes, that was very helpful
Mm-hmm.
because like in there, it's like getting that dark space or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it it's kind of natural for me to start like dozing off.
Mm-hmm.
Like like I feel comfortable.
Mm-hmm. And if you were to describe like what good sleep is, how would you describe it?
Mm. I would actually describe it as like obviously there's like the typical 8 hours or sleep 8 hours. That's like that's a good amount of sleep. But I would say sleeping too much, that could be a problem.
Mhm.
Um, so it's like good sleep, I'd say, is how you would navigate a your schedule, like even during the day and all. All just saying when you have to be when you have to be here, when you have to be back, just like knowing in your schedule during the day
Mhm.
to better prepare for the night. So good sleep is really just finding that what's it called?
Like a personal balance.
Yeah,
Do you think a lot of the other Marines struggle finding that balance, or do you think everyone's kind of figured it out?
I feel like a lot of other Marines have go through that as well. Like they struggle
Mhm.
because they're on their own schedule. For like us as Marines, um, we go to work, but then once we're off of work, we're on our own. We we set our own schedules. Like as soon as I get to my room, I'm gonna sleep all day, or as soon as I get to my room, I'm gonna start gaming all day, all night. It
It's
just
almost
what they
like
said
too
to us.
much freedom.
Yes, basically.
Hmm. So, have you noticed like a big difference in your sleep? Like when you started like, oh, boot camp to schooling to now?
Yes, definitely.
Has it gotten better or worse?
It's gotten way better. If we're talking about boot camp to like now, it's gotten way better.
How is sleep in boot camp, if it existed?
It would be um from what was it? From 11 p.m. to 4 in the morning. So that would be like 5 hours, 5 hours. But then, and it depends on the night. But sometimes you'll get like um, um fire watch, which is just like you're basically standing on duty for an hour in the middle of the night, and just that could really mess up your
Rhythm.
yes. And then and like sometimes the drill instructors they'd have us do stuff in the middle of the night like like yes you have to get this done by tomorrow but it's already late so you're gonna have to do it after lights and all that. So it really just depends on the day and how busy the day was, but the maximum amount of sleep we'd have would be like 5 hours.
And
Five
then,
hours
sorry, what was
and
that?
the sleep wasn't even that good because like we'd get cramps, a lot of cramps. Um, everyone's all coughing because like they're like sick and all. Um, it just you hear the drill instructors in the middle of the night yelling at the fire watch.
Do you think there would be a realistic way to help, or is that just kind of a part of boot camp?
That's just how boot camp is.
And then how do you think that differs from now? Because you said like you'd still kind of get that same window of sleep. So is it more so just you're in a more comfortable environment?
Yes. So coming out from boot camp, I started. It was kind of like a normal thing to wake up really early in the morning. But then as I got more comfortable, I started like sleeping a lot more and a lot more until I got into the schoolhouse where they put us on a schedule uh, um to get up early and all that again. So getting used to that again and then hitting the fleet. Um, we have a lot of freedom,
Mhm.
like a lot.
And how
So
does, sorry, what?
continue.
How does it change when you have duty?
Ooh, when you have duty, it depends on your NCO, like corporal, sergeant, and it depends on them because duty it's a 24-hour duty. So from 8 to the morning, 8 in the morning to 8 in the morning.
Mhm.
But if you're lucky, you'll get an NCO that lets you have some sleep. If it's usually like a sleep cycle. Oh, I get a few hours of sleep. They get a few hours of sleep. But there always has to be someone on duty. So when it comes to those days of duty, it's like you're getting like 2 to 3 hours of sleep.
Mhm. And do you think that sleep schedule you guys have kind of like just been built into, do you think that plays into, I guess, like the spike in, like, I guess, declining mental health in the military, or is it more so just like the work environment itself?
It's a combination of all of that. It's the lack of sleep can make someone very like tired and like depressed, like sad. Um, it could also be the work environment, like how they're being treated. But I haven't experienced that. I haven't experienced like any bad work environment stuff. But I will say, um, sleep has affected me in that in like that kind of way.
Mhm. And do you think it varies from like department to department? Because you're an admin, but like if somebody were like, is it infantry or something? Do you think you guys
Infantry,
have like a big difference or not really?
yes, yes. Because what we do as admin, we we just have a it's just a regular office job. We get up, we go to work on the computer, and we're done. We go back. For like people like infantry that actually like they go out on the field and all that, like they sleep out there sometimes, freaking and out in the cold in their sleeping bags. Uh, like they're meant to like be working in harsher conditions. So it does also depend on MOS, the job.
And then This is like the last kind of question. On the days you have PT or you have like just more like outdoorsy physical time, do you find it's like easier to fall asleep? Or even like when I think it was in the schoolhouse when they're like, yeah, we're just gonna go camping pretty much, and you're just gonna be out without your phone and everything. Like, was that like easier to sleep or no?
No, because when it comes to like activities like outside and all, like they're nice, they're good, but usually you have to wake up like an hour earlier than you usually do. And for most people it's like they're working out, they're getting a pump, they're awake now. But for some other people, they get that pump and then after they're just tired.
Mhm.
Like the workout burned them out. That's how I feel most of the time. Like I come back from PT and I'm just like I have an hour. I could like lay down for half an hour, take a shower, and then get to work. It just, it just, there's nothing wrong with like PTs, like working out, doing all that. I would say though that like the time frame matters.
Okay. And on the weekends, you kind of catch up on sleep, huh?
Yes.
And so you say it's like, what do you say? It's like a schedule pretty much. Just like the weekdays, it's like kind of a little less sleep, and then weekends is just a whole bunch of sleep, and then you kind of ride it out until the next weekend.
Yeah, it's like during the weekdays, it's more of a steady schedule than the
Mhm.
weekends. That's like all over the place because it's like whenever I'm feeling tired, I'll just sleep.
Mhm.
I wake up for a little bit, I feel tired again, I go to sleep.
Mhm. Well, that's it for our interview. Thank you.
And thank you for
Thank you for
having me.
Of course.